What's up, YouTube? It's ZTAY, aka Lil Red. D'Angelo Russell gets traded for Dorian Finney-Smith, and I just seen it right now, even though this happened like 3 hours ago. The one night I decide I'm not gonna put my phone on the charger, and then half the day I just said I don't even feel like charging it. I don't want to be on my phone today. And it's so crazy because just 2 days ago I reacted to the Brooklyn Nets versus the San Antonio Spurs, and I was really impressed with Shake Milton. He was cooking, and we get him as well. I mean, it's really sad though, seeing D'Angelo Russell get traded 2 times from the Lakers, both to the Brooklyn Nets. But I think this is the best case scenario for him because at heart, I'm just a D'Angelo Russell fan. And everybody that's been following the channel knows I always defend D'Lo. I never want the Lakers to trade D'Lo, but unfortunately, I knew it was time this year. From the very start of the season, I just felt it. I feel like he wasn't even comfortable here. And LeBron fans just on his head 24/7. He's the scapegoat. He just kind of had to go. Especially recently, seeing how good Austin Reeves could run the offense. It's just like, we got our point guard. We don't even really need D'Lo. What we needed was just some wing scorers, 3-and-D players, and we just get one of the best, I'm not going to say player, because he hasn't really proven it so far this year. One of the best potential 3-and-D players on the trade market, and that is Dorian Finney-Smith. I think we just think back when he was in Dallas with Luka and how good he could be with another star. And I think it's just very intriguing. Lakers fans been wanting it. I think this is an amazing trade, and I'm very, very happy for D'Angelo Russell going back to Brooklyn. If you guys don't remember, that was Brooklyn D'Lo. He led them to the playoffs and almost upset the Philadelphia 76ers in round 1, which they should have. And at the same time, we're not talking about Maxwell Lewis. Maxwell Lewis, hate to say it, but he was a bust. 100%. I know everybody want to talk about Bronny, second round picks. It's like, who really judges second round picks? But they do if, you know, he's the son of LeBron James and everything. But it's funny, no Lakers fans probably even knew who Maxwell Lewis was. And he got drafted around the same area as we drafted Bronny, but the year prior. And he hasn't turned out to anything. He went to a very small school, I think Pepperdine or something like that. Honestly, I forget the school. I just know it's not even a D3 school, I don't think. And he just showed a lot of potential as a long athlete. I got really excited, but in the Summer League this year, he just proved that he can't be consistent. And when he isn't consistent, he's literally probably one of the worst players on the floor. And I just pray that he gets more opportunity with the Brooklyn Nets, and I think this is a great situation for his career, because he was not getting any more minutes on the Lakers, so that doesn't hurt at all. We basically traded D'Angelo Russell and 3 second-round picks, which would be players like Maxwell Lewis that haven't really turned out to anything for the Lakers. For Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton, they are having a fire sale right now. Now, I want to see their contracts, so let's go take a look. And Dorian Finney-Smith is under contract, but next year is a player option, so he could just leave in free agency if he really wants to, which is probably why it made sense for Brooklyn to make the trade. And then Shake's got a very, very team-friendly deal for the next 3 years, so Shake will be on the Lakers for the next couple of years. It's actually not guaranteed, so I don't know the effect of that or what that really does, but he does have a 3-year contract. All that being said, I expect Dorian Finney-Smith to probably opt back into his option unless he just plays really good and gets his value up, like kind of what Rui did when we traded for him a couple years ago. But yeah, it was much needed. D'Lo was starting to lose minutes, not really be a big impact, especially last night versus the Sacramento Kings. We really didn't even need him out there. Like, he is just not the same player as he was last year, which is funny because last year was when his trade value was just through the roof. Everybody was talking about trading D'Lo in LA when he just doesn't deserve that. He literally had a career year, broke Kobe Bryant's single season record for most threes. And by the way, Kobe wasn't even number 1. That was Van Exel. And people still wanted him traded. In the playoffs, the narrative on him is that he doesn't show up, but he had 2 games where he scored over 20 points against the Denver Nuggets. So that narrative to me was played out. Yes, he had a game where he was 0 for 7 or whatever, but still, that's also because of Darvin Ham. I'm not gonna lie. He just doesn't feel comfortable with his team. Darvin Ham, LeBron James, doesn't matter who it is. There is beef, even if there isn't any visible beef, in my opinion. I just feel like he wasn't comfortable. I know D'Angelo Russell, he was not comfortable on that court with the Lakers. But this is just so shocking to me because I got a message from somebody and they said, how you feel about, you know, your new acquisition? I was like, huh? Oh man, the Lakers traded for somebody. First trade, low key, outside of Dennis Schroeder, and it's both by the Brooklyn Nets. So the Brooklyn Nets basically turned Dennis Schroeder into D'Angelo Russell. They said, we're in a rebuild. Let D'Lo have fun. Because that's really what D'Lo wants to do. I don't think D'Lo will ever win a championship. Even though last time he was in Brooklyn as the number one option, he proved like he was serious about winning. I just feel like recently, the last 2 years, he's not as serious about winning. And I know that's crazy because I know he is, but his play doesn't show it at times. Sometimes he just comes off as like too cool and too chill. I'm just trying to have fun at the end of the day, which is why Westbrook had to leave the Lakers as well. But I don't even think Westbrook and D'Lo were a problem in LA. And it's not also LeBron either. Everybody's trying to just find a person to blame. It's not anybody to blame. It's just the situations weren't there. And I think he's just better off on a team where he could just be more free. And he can't really do that with LA at all. You know, we have a structure now, and he just wasn't fitting into that structure like we wanted a point guard to fit in. So, yeah. Also, he just wasn't shooting that well either. But like I said, Dorian Finney-Smith needs to prove it to me that he can be that 3-and-D player that everybody just talks about. And I feel like he's had moments with the Brooklyn Nets, but, I mean, last night or 2 nights ago, this is what I had to say about him. Shake had 16 and 12, and then Tyrese Martin had 13. Like I said, everybody outside of that wasn't doing much at all. Claxton had a block on Wemby. Dorian Finney-Smith 0 for 4. My goodness. Why is 3? Yeah, so he was 0 for 4 the other night and played 27 minutes, 1 for 7 throughout the game. He still had 9 rebounds, it looks like. I want to take a look at some of his recent games. But like I said, Shake Milton has 16 and 12. He was hooping. That is a steal. Gabe Vincent goes down. If you guys don't know, Gabe Vincent got hurt yesterday in I don't know the term, his oblique got injured from an illegal screen that wasn't called by Sabonis, but we're not going to talk about that. So he's going to be out for a while. Now we get Shake Milton as that backup guard. He's going to have to step into a role right away, and I just seen the potential of it last night. In a just chaotic system, he was able to get 16 and 12. Let's see what he could do in a controlled system under JJ Redick, but we'll see. All right, last 5 games, like I said, he just hasn't been playing good. That's actually a lie. My goodness. Okay, so the game I watched, he just didn't play. 0 for 4 from 3. This is what I'm really looking at, his threes. He got 8 attempts a couple games ago and made 5 of them. But that's against Memphis, and I feel like Memphis just gives up a lot of threes. Okay, so Memphis don't count. By the way, if you guys didn't know, the Lakers' season high in attempts in a game for threes this year was against Memphis. Actually, the top 2 was against Memphis, and the third was against the Warriors. So those games are going to be inflated. Milwaukee, he was 3 for 5. And then 2 for 4, 2 for 4, 2 games in a row. That's what I want to see. That's really what we need from him. And then the rebounding is just a plus. He actually rebounded the ball the best 2 nights ago in a game where neither team really shot the ball well. So I can't really judge him for that. But yeah, I'm very excited for Dorian Finney-Smith. It's just, I believe in it. And I'm just very excited D'Lo got to go to the one place that I would choose for him, and that's Brooklyn. Brooklyn, D'Lo is different. He had the city lit, and I don't think the city's been lit. Just kidding. They've had James Harden, KD, and Kyrie. That didn't work out. And it would have, but we're not going to get into that either. James Harden got a hamstring injury, and he was playing the best basketball since like Houston days, and they were going to win the championship. Then he got injured, and Kyrie got injured too. But okay. All right, so the second is 2027, 2030, 2031. That's so far away. And his second round picks. I really could care less. I don't care about second round picks. They really haven't turned in it. Ryan Kelly. What was it back in the day, that point guard we got? He was bad, bro. Like, he didn't do anything. Silva, I think. Peyton Silva, I think was his name. Oh, no, that's who we wanted to get. I think we didn't get him. I forget. We just, every single time we pick a second round pick, they don't hit. Like, they rarely hit. I'm not going to say they don't hit, but they rarely hit. I mean, Austin Reeves was undrafted. Alex Caruso was undrafted. We hit on undrafted players, but second round picks, we always miss. I'm not worried about that. All right, so we're saving $15 million by doing this as well. Nets receive draft capital and clear salaries in return. So Nets just trying to get rid of salaries for the rebuild. And the Lakers are saving $15 million, huh? 44%. Career high. I'm out here talking about he's not playing good and he's got to prove it to me. He's shooting his career high 44% from the free. What? Is he really shooting 44% from 3 this year? Oh my goodness, what am I talking about? See, sometimes I just talk out my ass. And it's just recent bias because I watched the game where he went 0 for 4 and I don't really watch a lot of Brooklyn games. Shout out Dorian Finney-Smith, man. Shooting 44%. What? How many attempts is that? 2025, he's shooting 5 threes, the most in his career. He's shooting the most threes in his career with the best percentage. Yeah. Shout out Dorian Finney-Smith. He's having a career year, and I'm out here acting like he's not. I'm sorry, Dorian Finney-Smith. You're a Lakers, so I'm going to support you no matter what now. That's just what I do, and I feel like I wish more Lakers fans would do that. But, you know, Lakers fans now going to try to shit on D'Angelo Russell because he's gone. I don't know why Lakers fans do that. We're supposed to, you know, always root for the homegrown talent. Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, D'Angelo Russell. But I feel like so often they don't. They try to shit on him. Those aren't Lakers fans, in my opinion. Or they just got their minds skewed by the LeBron fans or something. I don't even know. Now we are below the second apron. Oh my goodness. This is just a beautiful trade. Shout out Rob Pelinka, man. He's doing his thing. Got a steal. This is a steal. I'm not even gonna lie. I know Lakers fans wanted some big name, and they're probably like, oh, wow. I don't even know. I don't care about other Lakers fans, to be honest. Half of them just literally don't know. And real Lakers fans know exactly, like loyal, non-toxic Laker fans know exactly what I'm talking about. But even it's always been like this. The player struggles. Half the fans just want the player traded, and that's just not a fan at all, bro. It's just not a fan. This is a beautiful trade. Shout out Rob Pelinka, man. Let's go Lakers. I'm out of here. Hit that like button. This is ZTAY. Peace.